Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be painting up Giant Man for the Marvel Zombies board game. It's not very often I get to paint a miniature in such a big scale, so I'm looking forward to this one. And my first job as always is to prime him, and it seems quicker and easier to spray it on this time. I always find it easiest to start off with the flashed areas first, and since this guy is a zombie, I also paint flesh in the wounded areas. So that way when I add all my washes, the ink seeps into all the crevices, and that's an easy way to create definition. And using a very fine brush, I also paint the teeth white. And when it comes to painting zombies, you have two real options. Those who are either freshly killed or they've been dead quite a long time, and I chose freshly killed. And to help achieve that look, I dry brushed on some yellow into all the wounds, and then I moved on to painting the costume. A large portion of the costume is painted in a red colour, and this means that I can't really add any blood splatter afterwards, so this zombie is going to be a fairly clean one. And then moved on to painting the blue areas, which are his gloves, his boots and his underpants. I then added black for his antennae, as well as his braces. And this process required quite a lot of touch-up work for overspills. The eyes are painted white, and then that's Giant Man himself finished. Then I can move on to adding all the details on the base. Starting off with this industrial trash can, which is painted green with a black lid. The other details on the base include a couple of wheels and a fire hydrant, plus he's using a crushed up car door in his hand as a weapon. So all those are painted up accordingly before I move on to the final steps. I cover the base in several different washes, from brown to black to rust, and I let the rust bleed from the metal as if it's been raining. After that I added a black trim around the base. And once everything's fully dried, I gave the base a white dry brush. This helped to pick out individual details, plus tie the colours together. And I also do the same to Giant Man himself. And this just meant that any creases or raised areas stood out a little bit better. And then there's only one last thing to do. Seal it all in with a matte sealer. So that's a zombified Giant Man ready for the battlefield. And because of his size, he's quite a formidable opponent. I've said this before for the Marvel Zombies range, but these sculpted bases really do add so much more to the aesthetic of the models. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, if I can do it, so can you.